And we're live. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This is a scene for Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. This scene starts off with Zelda Korikova, a brand new Shadow Lord to the Sept. She had just gave her howl, asking for entry into the Sept of the Green. She was proceeded to be vetted by one of the Guardians, most likely Moses, and Moses kindly fucked off and let her into the Sept. So currently, Stormeye, as she introduced herself, is currently walking around the Sept, trying to, or the bounds of the boundaries of the cairn itself, trying to get a feel and pick up anything about the Sept and its people. Since she is new here, obviously. So we will have her basically wandering around, and that's how we'll start our scene.
Sure. Well, Dorian, who was probably training somewhere and decided to, well, go for a walk, probably go to the fountain. Let's say that he was on his way to the fountain and he sees a new face. Um, the when he'll think Shadow Lord Theurge that just held.
So when you see her, she is actually quite thin, and probably about 5'7", give or take an inch, in that area of height. So it's kind of relatively normal for a woman. But when she speaks to you, she actually has this very heavy um, and very heavy and rough kind of inflection to it. You can tell she is not from. You can tell she's not from America whatsoever. Um, and she just says, "I'm not going to try to give an accent, but she just says that." Uh, yes, I just arrived here, taking in this new land, so to speak, learning about it.
Right. And he'll like show throat. I'm a cub, so I guess I'm supposed to do that. Name is Dorian Atkins. Cub, as I just said. Born under full moon on two legs, and he'll nod.
She will just kind of cause she has this really strong aura of confidence about her. Um, because little Shadow Lord, and she just gives him like this rather like I don't want to say disdainful, but just a very studying kind of glance, a very furtive one. And she just raises her chin and she just gives this strong single nod.
And he does have 2 points of Stargazer Pure Breed.
She probably won't smell it because she's in Homid. Or, I don't think they can smell that in Homid. I wouldn't think they could. But he just says, so how long have you, she just says, how long have you been in the Sept here?
Lived in New York all my life. Found out about this whole life and been here about 3 months now.
Hmm. And who are your
Yeah.
direct, were you going to say something, Amachan?
I was just gonna like intro, but you guys go ahead. I will intro like in 2 minutes. It's fine.
Okay. And she just says, so you lived here all your life?
Well, most of my life. Wait, no, actually, yes. So he wouldn't say that. He would have said, sorry, because I got that wrong. He would have said came to New York when I was 15.
And where did you come from before then?
Some, some like completely lost place called Wolf Point. Actually, kind of ironic.
Wolf Point?
Yeah, super poor. Oh, you see, it's actually a real place, and it's like the seventh, I think, seventh poorest town in America.
The while like this conversation happening, at the distance there were individuals who were like fighting each other. Probably like two. Are we in the Umbra or are we in the like the other?
I'm assuming we're in the real world now.
Okay. Now like there's two. You guys don't know if they're kin or not, but like they look like rough people, and someone is like, kick me in the dick, kick me in the dick. The internet, it's gonna hurt, but it's fine. Do it. Just do it. I guess fine. Don't do it. And then the fight continues as the guy who, pardon, the two individuals, one girl and the guy who are fighting. The guy wins, and this guy's like, "You see, you didn't listen to me. Yeah, today's lesson is ended. See you guys later." As he is moving towards you guys, he's like, "Oh, hi, Dorian."
Hey, this is the one that just held.
And
Oh,
he just when he says that, she kind of cuts in right after he says that, and she says, "My name is Stormeye."
yeah, I heard your howl. I'm the underdog. Bonar, Cleof, the Arun. I think I said it all. Yeah, that's me. Name's Roy.
Tribe. You forgot your tribe.
Bonar.
Hmm, interesting. I've learned that this is a Bonar Sept. This is correct.
Exactly. The Alpha is a Bonar. Right Master is a Bonar.
And she kind of just lowers her head a minute, just staring past Roy. Um, her eyes kind of go flat for a second, as if, man, that's kind of annoying. But uh, she just closes her eyes then and then gives a nod. Interesting. How long have
You
you been
find
here?
couple months. You find Bonars annoying?
Did I say that?
No, you kind of looked annoyed.
I'm just taking a mental stock. Is that a problem?
I will tell you if it is.
Okay, well then good. So you've been here a few months. Tell me more about the Sept.
Sept is calm. We don't like infighting. It's one of the things that we tell everybody. The no tribe, infighting stuff. We have new problems that is coming around, but now it's mobilizing to handle those problems and take the fight to the city. It seems for a while things were a bit harsh for everyone, and now we're returning to the fight.
So you guys are leaving the Sept, basically.
The Sept will be protected by the elders. Most Cleats and Fosterns will remain outside, again taking fight to the enemy.
Interesting. Is this how it's always been here in New York?
So city sept, as far as I understood, there were many things that happened here. One time, it seems like the Silverfangs lost their mind and attacked the sept. I heard even Red Talons attacking the sept once. I hear like there was a bunch of shit happened. So crazy never leaves here.
I do seem to recall there was some talk of Shadow or Silver Fangs taking a massive hit to their numbers at one time. It was not Garu then, it was Kinfolk, but I heard about it. So this is where that happened? Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I think so. Not sure, but yeah, probably. A lot of people underestimate Bonars until they get it kicked in places they don't want to get kicked.
So there's no infighting here, you said? All the tribes seem to be and you can tell English is like her second language. So that if she seems rough or really direct, it's probably because where she's from, that's how they speak, and her English kind of matches that. She kind of waves her hands around, kind of like doing a motion of like putting our hands together, like integration.
Everyone is welcomed as long as they don't create problems. Mother Larissa says that she's okay with any tribe as long as again they don't create problems. Now this doesn't mean they hug everyone or cuddle each other all the time.
She looks at you incredulously, like, who? That's a thing.
No, a lot of people think that just because we welcome everybody, they think like we hug and cuddle all the time, all the child guy stuff. But no.
So you just have proper manners, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
That's not a thing in every set.
Some septs doesn't allow individuals. I know the sept I come from that didn't like children, didn't like Silverfangs that much.
The Thunderstrike Sept in the Ural Mountains have no Silverfang there either. All are welcome but Silverfang.
I wonder what the problem with the Silverfangs.
What the problem is?
No, what people's problem with the Silverfangs.
Some believe they don't deserve the leadership that they claim that they deserve to have.
Also, from what I've heard, a lot of them act all high and mighty because of their tribe. Not saying it's all of them, and again, it's something I just heard. Didn't actually meet one, but if it's true, I mean, it's kind of expected. If you're going to be a dick, people are going to be a dick to you.
Leadership is a very delicate thing. It's also a very perspective thing. If you're not willing to prove that you are able to lead and properly lead, then you do not deserve the position. Whether it's a sept or pack position.
Which is why I think it's kind of weird that some of them think they should be leaders or alphas just because of their tribe. I mean, maybe their father was a good leader, doesn't mean they will be.
Most that I've come across seem to think they lead just because they are born with the blood. It is an inherited thing. But they often prove that they are not often fit. Many seem to have. She kind of closes an eye slightly and then makes this weird motion, like this weird spinny thing with her head or fingers around next to her head, like defects.
So, like, crazy. Huh.
I think that a lot of tribes does accept the leadership of Silver Fangs.
Don't expect me to. Well, I mean, don't expect me to accept a leader as a leader just because they're Silver Fang.
I mean, you kind of have to. The Silver King is the is a Silver Fang, and Silver Fang is the Alpha tribe. Yeah, there are like many places. There, like, if a Silver Fang just comes into this set and says, "Yo, I'm the leader because I'm the Silver Fang," probably get killed by Mother Larissa. There's the I have met with Silver Fangs, and some of them said they lead by example, by basically setting an example. But I also heard everyone says it, so I don't know.
Hmm.
I
Do
have
you
met
think?
one. Ah, go
Go
on.
ahead.
When are you going?
That seems to be common as well. I've heard many try to say they lead by example, but often that is a farce, a lie.
Do they know themselves that it's a lie? Maybe they don't know how shit they are at leading.
Hmm. Perhaps, perhaps not. Usually no, but I'm no psychologist.
Anyways, I haven't asked you, where do you come from, if I may ask?
My home sept was the brooding sky sept in the Ukraine, on the
Oh,
borderline of Romania.
oh, Ukraine. I don't know about the other septs yet. Still learning. It's a lot to take in. Literally have to learn about a whole new world.
I was
Yes, the boat ride over here has proven to be very stressing, but very informative. You Americans, or most of the Americans, are very, how do I say, strange in their dealings.
How so?
Many seem to portray one thing but mean another. They wear their prejudices on their face easily, and they're not very welcoming, especially to outsiders.
I'm getting the feel that someone was an asshole to you.
It is not something that I am not used to. I am Shadow Lord after all.
They do have a reputation.
But back home, we tend to show a certain amount of courtesy, if anything. And we always bear gifts. And she says, speaking of which, she pulls out this bottle of like homemade like whiskey, like vodka, excuse me. And she hands it over to Underdog because Dorian's a cub.
Oh, thank you. This is a good gift.
It is not something easily come by. It is my uncle's homemade alcohol, vodka. Yes, vodka. Do enjoy it.
I will try my best. Is there a reason why you have Ken here? Minnie doesn't want to be around here. They think that the city stinks.
She tilts her head and kind of thinks for a moment. I am here to basically learn and take in new perspectives.
Cool.
You plan on staying?
If the elders of the sept allow me to, yes.
Most of the time, when I need something to fight with the enemies of Gaia or, just investigating stuff to find out what the fuck is going on, I try to ask people what they're good at. So is there like anything that you would say that you are good at that maybe like come find me if the problem is this?
I am Theurge. I tend to keep the spirits. I tend to be good at as you say, investigation and speaking with them. I am only a Cleath. I am barely out of my rite of passage. Much to learn still.
Is there like, do you have a job?
And she kind of smiles at this slightly and kind of thumbs at her nose, and she's like, "Yeah, I am a DJ.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
make music."
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Dawn goes, oh shit, that's cool.
It is cool. You do look like a DJ though, yeah. Tattoos and stuff.
So do you know anyone here yet? Like, do you have family? Wait, what do they call it? Kinfolk? Yes, kinfolk.
Yes, I was allowed to take 2 kinfolk with me. They are here. They are making arrangements.
Fam, like, don't get this the wrong way. They, like the Sept doesn't allow people to stay at the Sept. If you need like a place to stay, let me know. I can maybe find a place for you.
Oh no, I guess you misunderstand or I mistold. They are making arrangements off Sept for us to live.
Okay, cool. I'm happy to hear
it. But yes, I appreciate the offer.
He nods.
Well then, what is it you do good other than she just kind of makes like this motion with her thumb across her neck.
I mean, not that good at that job. There are better Maroons than I am, but I am, I'm good at investigation. I track things down quite well. Um, I got ears here and there.
Yes, it is good. I plan on making my own way as far as contacts of my own. I have to start over. At least I didn't have many back home, but still starting over. It's no easy task.
I understand what type of connections you want to create.
Hmm. Probably city ones that deal with the media, uh, uh, your cops, and such. Things that would be beneficial in the long term.
The cops are kind of well handled in this. I don't know about the city officials though.
Dorian will make a face when cops are mentioned.
Uh, Stormeye will just kind of casually look at him, but she doesn't say anything. Just kind of just notes. It's just real casual. Hmm. Is this your doing, or is this somebody else's? She says, pointing to Underdog. As far as cops being well handled.
It's not me. It's my alpha, Jacob Raya. Keeps them. You will see him around. He has the, he walks around with uniform time to time.
He is a cop as well.
I think so.
Hmm. It's interesting. He is your alpha, and you don't know?
I think he's a cop. I just didn't want to tell near the kid. He makes a face.
Hmm.
But yeah, the my alpha is a cop. I have seen him many times using his connections to make things easier for us.
You know what? I have to go to more training. I see here cops and a member of the said being cop here. I was like, I'm going to punch something now.
Fam,
It's
you
okay.
okay? Like the underdog is like asking Dorian, "You okay, fam?"
Yeah, just I'll be fine. And he'll keep walking. It's also 2:30, so I need to go to bed.
Ah,
See you
okay.
guys.
So you do.
Yeah.
So again, if you need anything, let me know. I have a couple people who can help you make connections as well.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll let you know. I'll get to you. How do I get? Should I just come here to find you, or do you have a phone
I
number?
I do have a phone number. He shares his photo. Pardon, he shared not his photo. No, he shares his number.
she she just pulls out her phone and like takes it in, puts it in
Mhm.
hers and kind of sends up a text message so he has hers, and yeah, just gives him a strong nod. Good. I'll keep this in mind. I will reach out to you, like I said. You make sure you and yours enjoy that. And she points to the alcohol.
He nods. Thank you again about the alcohol.
Not the problem. I will see you around, yeah?
See you around.
And I think for that, we can end our scene.
Totally.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching.